Well, hello and welcome to September 2019. I'm going to go over today the promotions that doTERRA has for the month of September so you can better understand the opportunities you have to save and things that you can possibly earn for free this month. All right, so we're going to first talk about the product of the month. Now, the product of the month is given to those that are a part of the Loyalty Rewards program. Now, this is an optional program that doTERRA has for their wholesale customers and wellness advocates. And it basically rewards you for making a monthly order. And you get to earn all of your shipping back if you're doing it automatically online. You get points based on how much you're purchasing every month back, and then you can redeem those. We have a year to use your points to redeem them for free product. So the way this works is you place a 125 point order before the 15th of the month, and you will automatically receive a bottle, a 15 ml bottle of rosemary in your order. So this is a great way to add to your collection, especially if you don't have this. This is a great way to get some free product without having obviously to pay for it. And so some people like to look and see what their situation is, and if they can go ahead and get this, they'll up their items in their cart so they can get this. Now, if your LRP template goes out later in the month, just know that you can always press the process now button and get it before before that date. It will just process that month earlier. That allows you to be able to not have to edit the cart. You can just get your free product of the month if your order is 125. So just know that you can do this. So I want to take a moment and tell you a little bit more about rosemary and why I think you need to make sure that your Loyalty Rewards order is up. I love rosemary particular because it's really good for respiratory function, but it is an oil that is from an evergreen shrub. And the leaves of that shrub are frequently used to flavor foods such as stuffings, porks. We'll see it in roast lamb and chicken and even in turkey. Now, you could cook with rosemary, but it also will support healthy digestive functions and internal organ functions. So rosemary has been long revered by experts and was considered very sacred by the ancient Greek, Roman, Egyptians, and Hebrew cultures. It's a very herbaceous and energizing scent, and it's really used frequently in aromatherapy. Now, you can take it internally. It has been shown in studies to reduce nervous tension and occasional fatigue. So some of the ways that you can use it, you can diffuse it while you're studying to help maintain concentration. And last month's oil laurel leaf pairs really, really good with rosemary. It does the same thing, right? It helps with concentration. You can also take it internally in a gel cap, a veggie cap of some sort to help with occasional fatigue. You can also add 1 to 2 drops of rosemary to meats and flavoring entrees, just to add some flavoring and extra support for your digestive system. Now, you can use them. It's also really good for, I do want to let you know, healthy hair and skin, because there are lots of recipes out there that I'm going to say in just a minute on how you can use rosemary. Rosemary can be used 3 ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. And it is neat, although I always recommend using fractionated coconut oil when you're using it topically, just to help avoid any sensitivity that might occur. Let me see. The main components of rosemary are eugenol and alpinidine and camphor, which we know are great for respiratory issues as well. So this typically is $14 wholesale, $18.67 retail, and is worth 14 points. If you're ever going to use those points and you want to earn rosemary for free, you're going to have at least 14 points to do so. I do want to talk about, as on the screen you can see that it's great to help with focus and alertness. So you can use it in the mornings when you're having a kind of just a slow time getting going, or in the afternoon when you have that sluggish part. It's going to help with your alertness and focus. We talked about the nervous tensions, but it's great for healthy looking hair and smooth skin. So if you want some more ways to use rosemary, you can just go to the doTERRA blog, and you can type in rosemary lavender hair rinse. You can do rosemary dinner rolls. They've got a raw veggie vegan dip. They have an essential oil hair wax and essential oil leave-in conditioning spray, which I have used the leave-in conditioning spray for my daughter who's 6. It does so wonderful with helping with her hair. So it definitely is a good one for your hair support. There are 396 published studies about the benefits of rosemary. And just a fun fact, rosemary from doTERRA is sourced from Morocco and Spain. And it takes about 2 pounds of rosemary to produce the 15 ml of rosemary essential oils. And it works well with oils like lemon, cypress, geranium, basil, and eucalyptus. So just a few things about rosemary. I hope this is one that you would like to get for free. I know I try to get the free product of the month every month because it's just a free product, right, that I can add to my collection. All right, we're going to also talk about the product that is 10% off in the month of September. It is the wonderful essential oil Thyme. And this one definitely gives you some time. That's a joke, right? You use time, you can get more time, right? It's definitely helps you look longer. Like, it's definitely very good for the skin and for the immune system. So let me teach you a little bit about thyme oil. Now, thyme was actually given to knights and warriors before they went into battle by the ladies of the Middle Ages. So it's known to impart courage to the bearer. Now, during the same period, thyme was often placed beneath pillows to help promote a peaceful sleep and to ward off nightmares. The ancient Greeks used thyme in their baths, and they burned it as incense in their temples, while the Egyptians, they used it in their traditional ceremonies. Now, today, thyme is commonly used as a seasoning with cooking. I use it in my spaghetti and my lasagna, right? But it also can produce as a potential essential oil. It has cleansing and purifying effects for the skin. And due to its high thymol content, thyme should always be diluted when you are using as a topical application. So it is a hotter oil. You want to make sure you do that. But I do want to note that there are studies that support that thyme oil can actually help specifically helped with a healthy immune system. So this is a good one. A couple uses for this one. You can add 2 drops of thyme oil in a veggie capsule, and you could take it during the winter time to support a healthy immune system. You can also use it when you're gardening to repel insects. And so I've had some people that will spray with put a couple drops in a spray bottle, and they'll spray their plants down when they're gardening, or sometimes they'll use it as an insect repellent by itself on their skin with the dilution. You can also use 1 to 2 drops in your meat and entrees to add a fresh herbal flavor. And I have done that when I have ran out of thyme, the herb, and I have used the essential oil, and it tastes the same. So totally it's a great way to do it. You can also dilute with a carrier oil and apply it to target areas of your skin to help purify and promote that healthy looking skin. So just as a reminder, you can use thyme oil aromatic, topically, and internal. It is a D for heavily dilute, so you want, usually the ratio I like to think is 1 drop of the oil, 4 drops of carrier for an adult. So you get a good ratio of that. And let's see, main chemical components is thymol, paracimene, and carbachol. Hopefully I said that correctly. But just note that thyme oil provides powerful antioxidants. It supports a healthy immune system and naturally repels bugs. It is normally wholesale price $27.50 and retails for $36.67. You can also find thyme oil in products like the DDR Prime, the V Omega, so the Veggie Omegas. You can find it in the Forgive product, the Forgive Touch, and the Forgive Blend, the Digestin Terrazyme, the GX Assist, and in the Z Omega. There are some amazing blog recipes. You can try finding that in the blog section on doTERRA, or just Googling honey thyme roasted carrots. And there's an interesting study about one of the chemical components, the thymol, the thymoquinazine, and how it interacts with the DNA. This main chemical component is actually found in thyme and in cumin, and promotes cellular health. So there's an article in the blog that talks about the thymoquinazine with how it interacts with the DNA, and that's really fascinating. You can find that in the blog section as well. So just note that this is 10% off. So 10% off retail if you're a retail customer, 10% off wholesale prices if you are a member with doTERRA. All right, the last thing that I want to talk about really quickly is this level up your rewards. Now, typically when you start on the rewards program, depending on what starter kit you started with, determines where you are at when you're involved in this optional program. So if you get started with the loyalty rewards order program right after you enroll the next month, it's based on what kit you did. So anytime you start the program, the bottom line is 10%. And every 3 months you do an order on your rewards program of 50 PV or more, the computer will kind of log it, and they'll just keep track. And when you get to your third time, they will bump you up a percentage rate. So it goes 10, 15, 20, 25, and then it tops off at 30. And doTERRA's special is amazing. I don't think they've ever done anything like this before, but you can actually get bumped up to the 20% back rewards in your program. You can just fast track really quickly by placing at least 150 PV order on your rewards program this month. So you have till the 28th to process that order, but as long as it's 150 PV or more, if you are in the lower brackets of the rewards program, so maybe you're starting out, this might be your first month doing the rewards program, the next month, and on October 15th, they will up your rewards payback, how you get your points and earn your points, and you will go right up to 20%. Instead of having to wait 6 months to get to 20%, you're going to be jumped up to earning 20% back in your points on your reward program. So that's really amazing with that as well. So with those, I love the screen. I do want to point this out. It says, nothing says happiness like extra doTERRA product. With just 10 points, you can get a 15 bottle of wild orange. With 20 points, you can redeem and get a 15 ml Siberian fir. And with 20 PV points, you can also get a 15 ml bergamot. So those points add up, and you can cash them in for future points. It is an amazing program. So I wanted to show you where you can find out where your points are, like what bracket am I in. So when you log into your account on doTERRA.com, you want to go over here to your account, where it says account, and you will see this box come down, and you will click on account profile. When you click on account profile, you want to scroll down, and you will see this number 3. This is the reward points, and it will tell you the amount of points that you have already and the percentage that you are currently accruing. So this is a great way for you to find out where you're at. So if you're at 15%, you can jump up automatically next month by placing that 150 PV order before the 28th of this month. So if you have any questions, reach out to that wellness advocate that started with you. They are more than happy to walk you through how to get an LRP set up. If you're having trouble finding your points, they can help you with that too, as well as they can help you with education. So you're knowing how to use the products that you are ordering, so they're not just sitting on your shelf. With that, thank you so much. Again, my name is Caroline Lee, and I have lots of, I'm a wellness advocate, and I have lots of other videos on my YouTube channel, but I am here to help you with your essential oil needs. Have a wonderful September. Take care, my friends.